the one centre has been a huge difference. It's facilitated us getting a lot more one-on-one time with players, and I think it's made us tighter as a squad. I think Munster have always traditionally have a good culture and tight-knit squads. I think that being in the one centre and the players just being around each other day to day has driven that even more. I think that when young players are there and they're day in day out and they're seeing the likes of CJ Stander and the likes of Reece Marshall and John Ryan out training, and they see how they apply themselves, I think that's you generally follow the example that's set for you, and I think that's definitely something very positive for Munster in the future, that there's so many young players now who become indoctrinated into that work ethic. When we planned during pre-season as a squad and as coaches, we knew that because we were trying some new things and trying to bed a new game plan, that getting some early results would be important to get buy-in and to reaffirm our beliefs in our ideas, and just to get the supporters, to reward the supporters for their faith in the bad times the previous year. And I think we started well, I think, and we took it on from there.
Second try, it's Ronan O'Mahony who scores it.
In Irish rugby, there's Holland on to Blaendal, and he's eased through well there. Oliver done really well, the youngster done very well.
I had never been trained or experienced anything like what happened to us with Axel's passing in Paris, and I think it was probably just a little bit switching into crisis mode. To be fair, I think everyone kind of stuck together and made it easier to get through that. We didn't have a choice, but I think that everyone was honest in how they felt about it and what their views were. So once we had that on board, we kind of said, well, listen, this has been so surreal and so crazy that we'll just try and get through this week, and we'll go out and try and do our best in that game. And I think there was probably a perspective shift from the point of view of we realised that playing for Munster is a privilege and not a burden. And Axel's death gave us that perspective, and I think I was really proud of the way everyone came together, and the supporters on the day of the Glasgow game, and the way the players delivered on that day.
One of the go-to men as a ball carrier for Munster, and Keith Earls, and here's Tony. Blaendal there, and Blaendal for the line. Would this be the perfect start for Munster on a day like this? Let's have the ball. Almost got it downfield. Now it is. It's a foot race. Seabo's got buckets of pace. He just needs to get forward. Away goes down. Seabow.
It's almost like a once-off day. Sometimes to really go down in Munster's history, you've got to get in that team, and you've got to consistently deliver for a certain, for X amount of games till you get to a final and you win something. Those one-off games against touring side are a chance for players to kind of make a name for themselves, and I was delighted that we managed to get a result.
Lovely inside ball. What a sleight of hand! Magic from Murray. Pure magic! It's collapsed. Blaendal. Zebo looking for a bit of Zebo magic on the outside. Here's Keith Earls. Back it goes. Saili! They played their cards! And they could be winning cards. Rory Scannell. Conway. Lots to do. Gets it inside. They've done it. Kingley. How about that for an introduction? And Munster surely now have the win to secure another home quarter-final in the Champions Cup. There's an advantage here again for Munster. Oh, Ryan! John Ryan! Give it a go here, Munster, and they've got it. To lose, but they're staring exit now in the face, and Sweetenham, if he controls this, will make absolutely certain of it.
if we'd played Saracens 10 times last season, I think we probably would have lost 7 times. They're that good a side.
Saracens to end it on the attack, flicked through by Farrell. Wiles doing what he can, he's gathered it back, and if he can get this down, it'll be a try, and it is!
We had faith going into the Saracens game, and I felt that the players worked really, really hard, and that was disappointing, but we learnt a huge amount from that Saracens game. So it was a really worthwhile experience. For us, that's the benchmark now that we've got to strive towards, is where Saracens are.
Patchell will try the crossfield kick for Liam Williams, who might have got in behind here! In behind us!
In terms of the Scarlets game, we were all pretty gutted after the game, obviously. We knew that Scarlets had that performance, had the ability to score tries like that. And there's no better example of it than the semi-final against Leinster, but there were so many things that we did that were so uncharacteristic of the way that we'd performed that year that it was really, really hard to take. We've made huge progress over the last 12 months, and that's an incredibly positive thing. I don't think anyone, me particularly anyway, I did not see us having the turnaround in fortunes that we had this season from the previous year. So you got to take all of the positives and say, well, listen, we got to the Guinness Pro 12 final, we got to the semi-final of Europe. So I'm excited about next season. I'm disappointed with the way we finished the season. It was really, really tough, but I'm excited about next season.